Hello, I am Marianne, Senior Sales Executive at ShareData. This is a topic that many people overlook. Yet, escheatment can affect individuals, heirs, and shareholders globally, often without them realizing. In this session, I will walk you through the essentials and show you how we can help safeguard you or your client's wealth. Escheatment happens when abandoned, unclaimed, or lost property is transferred to the custody of a government authority, typically a US state, because the owner cannot be found or hasn't shown interest in the asset. Even if you are an attentive asset owner, this process can still catch you off guard. Life gets busy. You might forget about an old account, or perhaps a notice is sent to an outdated address. And while you can reclaim escheated property, it often involves penalties, a loss in value, and significant delays. Our mission is to help clients avoid that hassle entirely. I haven't abandoned my assets, so I don't have to worry. That is a common belief, but unfortunately, it is not always true. You might stay on top of your finances, but if you move, change contact details, or pass away without informing heirs, those assets can still become vulnerable. Even with active owners, financial institutions may flag accounts as dormant if there is no visible activity. When that happens, the escheatment process can begin without your knowledge. If you are wondering whether this applies to you, let me ask, do you have a bank account you have not accessed in a while? Stocks or investments? Uncashed checks? An insurance policy you have not reviewed? Or valuables in a safe deposit box? If the answer is yes to any of these, then there is a real risk of escheatment if these assets are not monitored. That is why proactive steps are crucial to avoid unnecessary loss. There are some simple practical measures you can take. Keep an updated list of all your accounts and policies. Contact your financial institutions at least once a year. Even logging in or cashing a small dividend counts as activity. Always update your address when you move. Consolidate accounts to make managing them easier. Respond immediately to any notice about inactivity. And know that service providers may offer assistance, although you can manage it directly too. By staying vigilant, you can avoid the stress of reclaiming assets that have slipped into state custody. Let me share an example. We worked with a retired executive who had substantial assets, including uncashed dividend checks. He moved abroad but forgot to update his contact details with his bank and brokers. Eventually, his account was marked inactive and the funds were escheated to the state. When he finally discovered this, it was too late. Penalties and fees had reduced the value considerably. This is exactly the scenario we help clients avoid. Escheatment most commonly occurs after the original owner or shareholder has passed away. This is such an important point. When an estate is not well documented, or if no one knows where to find account records, assets can easily be classified as abandoned. Good estate planning is not just about having a will. It is about leaving clear, accessible records that guide your heirs or executors. Act early and stay informed. That is really the best advice. Heirs and beneficiaries should be proactive. Do not wait for assets to be flagged or lost. Keep records of all accounts, stocks, insurance policies, and safe deposit boxes. Communicate with your heirs about where to find these details. And do not hesitate to engage with a legal or financial advisor to help navigate the process, especially when international assets are involved. Share Data Limited specializes in providing comprehensive solutions to safeguard your assets against escheatment, especially for global clients with complex financial holdings. That is our expertise. We help private individuals, executors, and advisors navigate both prevention and recovery, particularly when assets are spread across borders or subject to different jurisdictional rules. Our services are designed to take the burden off you. We can manage claims for deceased estates and living shareholders. We file claims with Delaware on your behalf, which is often where escheated assets are held. Notarize and certify essential documents. Liaise directly with Delaware authorities and keep you informed with regular progress updates. With our support, the process is smoother, faster, and far less stressful. If you have questions, if you are managing an estate, or if you simply want to protect your own assets, we are here to help. Please reach out using the contact details on this slide. Thank you for joining me. And remember, a little action today can prevent significant losses tomorrow.